guys, so Wet n Wild recently launched some items before the holidays, and I don't know when this is going up. I assume before the holidays. But one of those items was the Coloricon 32 pan eyeshadow palette, and it says $15, but I got it on like an early Black Friday sale for $7. And inside, it has all of these shades, and I don't know if these are from their other palettes or if they're brand new. So I figured we would swatch them and compare them to the existing palettes in their collection to see how similar they are, to see if there are any additional shades, bonus shades, or differences. So if you guys would like to see this video and a try on, just keep watching. Okay, so this is what the outside of the package looks like, and I believe you can get these at Walgreens because I did see it in the store after I purchased this on the Wet n Wild website, so I know you can get them at Walgreens or the Wet n Wild website. Like I said, $15, but it's often on sale, so I would wait for a sale if you're interested in this. It says 32 pan eyeshadow palette, the Coloricon series. From bold shimmery blues and purples to warm matte hues of browns and oranges, this palette offers a gorgeous mix of versatile shades that can take your look from natural to full-on glam. List the ingredients. Nothing fancy on the outside. It's cardboard packaging. No mirror on the inside, but this is what the shades look like. And please excuse the nails. I have not had a chance to get them redone yet. I do them myself, and I just haven't had a chance. It's just been a crazy week. So right off the bat, let's compare this palette to some of the ones already in existence. The Rosé and the Air, which is this palette right here. It looks like the transition shade here might be the same as this shade. The browns might be the same. The berries, these three actually right here in a row look like they might be the same shade. We have a metallic burgundy here, which is not in this palette. We have a light purple in this palette, which is not in this palette. We have a shimmery champagne, which does not seem to be in this palette. We have like a cool tone brown, which is the top transition color, which does not seem to be in this one. I would say that there are 5 shades in this palette that are overlapped in this palette. Next, we have the Not a Basic Peach palette, which looks like this. Okay, I would say that this shade right here, this duochrome peachy gold one, shows up in this palette right here. The shimmery blue shows up in this palette. You don't have the deep matte brown, you don't have this plum shade. You have a similar orange, but I'm not sure it's the exact same one. No, you get slightly different, well, no, they are different. You get different oranges, one is more yellow, one is more red tone. So it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of repeat from this one to this one, just this pinky peach one here. Seems to be the only one that's a double, and possibly this transition shade. So perhaps 2 doubles from this palette to this one. And I have the original Comfort Zone palette, not the updated one, but the shades were supposedly the same. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm seeing like a duochrome one here and here. Yeah, they are definitely doubles, they're the same shades. The duochrome shade is in the Comfort Zone palette and the Mega palette. I don't see this deep definer color. I don't see this deep brown. I don't see the eyelid shade or the brow bone shade. And then on this side, I don't see a shimmery black. I don't see this kind of like peridot green. And I don't see this kind of taupey bronze. So there's really only one double from the original Comfort Zone palette to this one, and that is the duochrome shade. And I don't have the new palettes with the bright colors that are similar to the Natasha Denona Tropic palette, but I have a feeling that some of these are from that palette. Like these specifically, I believe are from like the Tropic dupe palette, which I don't have. But it does look like you get some new shades. Like I don't remember seeing this really pretty purple. I don't know. So it'll be fun to play with this, but definitely there are some duplicates. So if you do already have the full gamut of Coloricon shadow palettes, then you may not need this one, but it's kind of nice to have it all in one, because what I usually do is I pull out you know, a holiday palette and a regular palette, and I use from both of them to create an eye look, so it's kind of nice that they're all here. Now, I don't think any of their holiday shades made it to the palette. Like, I have the In the Smoke palette, which was from their Halloween collections, which had like blacks and reds and yellows, and I mean, obviously there's a black in here, but there's no red, there's no pale cream yellow, there's no gunmetal gray, so I don't think any of the like limited edition colors made it to this palette. I also have the Coffin Break one, which has like the rusts and the golds and the peaches. Again, no. So I don't think any of the limited edition palette shades ended up in here just from what I'm seeing. So let's start off with some swatches. All right, so I think that I'm just gonna go across the rows, starting with this top row, and we'll just go through until I run out of arm. They don't have names either, so I don't know what they're called. It's just gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here are the first 4. I mean, this is pretty good quality for drugstore, guys. Wet n Wild does have good shadows. This first one is a gold white shift, which I wasn't expecting. Next 4. So here's the first row. They are all shimmery except for this orange one right here. Second row, this one is super soft. This one looks black, but it's actually a deep green, and this one is purple with metallic in it, but you really can't see much of the purple unless you get really, really close up. Okay, so we have row 1, row 2, now we're gonna move on to row 3. The first one is a really light metallic pink. Again, here's the duochrome blue teal. So we have a purple, a matte teal, the duochrome one, and then like a deep metallic tealy green. Now we're on to row 4, which are all mattes. Cream, brown, camel color, and more of like a rusty brown. These mattes are all very soft. I really like it. And last 4. You have like a cool tone, neutral, a more peachy tone one, more of like a mauvey berry, and a black. So here's row 3 and row 4. And again, 1 and 2. So they swatched really well. I mean, I don't really expect anything different. Wet n Wild shadows are really nice. So let me clean off the arm and we will start with a look. Okay, so I have the top lid done over here, and I used a combination of creams, peaches, browns, bronzes, golds, black, you name it. So I tried to use a lot of these shades, and I'm gonna kind of talk you through what I did real quickly. So first off, I started off with this cream shade all over the lid up to the brow bone. And they are a little bit dusty, the mattes, but I don't really mind that. As long as they apply well, I don't really mind if they make a mess in the pan. Then using a Wet n Wild blending brush, which I really love, I went in with this shade right here on the bottom row as my crease color. I went in with this shade on the bottom to intensify the outer corner and the crease. Then originally I used a brush to pack on one of the shimmers, and I just didn't think that it worked that well, so I'm going to use my finger. It's this top row bronze one at the end. I just sprayed my finger to get a little bit more intensity. And then I went into this peachy shade right here. And this one has like a little bit of a silvery flip. And then I'm going into the very first shade, which is that white and gold duochrome shade on the inner corner. And then going back in with the blending brush, I'm going to pick up this darker red right here to intensify the outer corner, and then a little bit of the dark brown. And then going in with a Sephora, I don't know, double-sided brush, I'm going to just take the matte black and line the eyes. And that's the top lash line. I'm going to finish off the lower lash line and mascara. I'll be back to talk about the palette. Okay, so I ended up finishing up the lower lash line. I applied a little bit of the orange to the lower lash line, and then I went in with some of this deep teal close to the actual lash line, and then I applied some green liner to the waterline, and this is the end result. I think it turned out beautifully. I had a little trouble with a few of the shimmers, like this one right here wasn't showing up super well. But the other ones I tried were really nice. I found that the best way to apply them, the shimmers, was with my finger and to spray my finger with a fixing medium or a setting spray. I felt like that gave me the most color payoff, the most glidability, the most foiled look from those colors. I mean, there are some really cool shades in here. Here's like a purple, gold, rose, trichrome color. I mean, there's some really, really pretty colors in here that I'm excited to play with that I don't already have in my collection from Wet n Wild. So I would say that this is definitely worth the $15 or the $7 that I paid. I feel like you probably are going to pay at least close to $7 for just one of these. So wait for it to go on sale at Walgreens or on Wet n Wild's website. I would say that this is a good purchase. I really like their mattes. This whole bottom row is matte. You get a lot of mattes in here. I mean, these are all matte, 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 matte. And this one's mostly matte with just like a hint of shimmer to it. Really, really subtle. So you get a lot if you like matte shadows. It's good for color, it's good for neutral looks. So I feel like you can pretty much do anything in here. You have a deep brown, you have a black, you have a cream, you're set. So I would definitely give this one a thumbs up. I would recommend it. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing swatches, comparison, and a try-on of this beautiful palette. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.